The phone didn't just show the future, it showed the exact moment I would die. And the worst part? The time was updating. I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was just a broken phone, until I tried something small, and the time changed. I know how that sounds. I know what you're thinking right now, that this is the kind of thing people say at the start of stories that didn't actually happen, that this is metaphor or exaggeration, or the kind of dramatic framing that makes something ordinary sound more interesting than it was. I need you to understand that it isn't. I'm telling you this exactly as it happened, in the order it happened, because I've been over it enough times now that I know the only way to make sense of it is to start at the beginning and not skip anything. The beginning was a park bench, a Tuesday in early October. 7:15 in the morning, I walked the same route to work every day, down Aldermore Street, through Kinsley Park, out the other side onto Breck Road. 6 minutes from my flat to the coffee shop where I bought the same thing every morning. Flat white, 1 sugar. Name spelled wrong on the cup. I'd done it so many times that it stopped feeling like a choice, and started feeling like something the day did to me automatically. The bench was just inside the park entrance, the one under the big copper beech that drops leaves earlier than all the other trees. The phone was sitting on the arm of the bench, just sitting there. No bag, no jacket, no person nearby who might have forgotten it. Just a phone. Face up. Screen cracked in a starburst pattern from one corner. I looked around. The park was empty, except for a woman walking a dog maybe 200 meters away, moving in the other direction. I looked at the phone. I picked it up. I pressed the home button. Nothing happened. I swiped up from the bottom. Nothing. The screen stayed exactly as it was. That single timestamp. White on black. Slightly flickering, the way screens do when the battery is almost gone. I pressed the side button. The screen went dark. I pressed it again. The timestamp came back, exactly as before. I put the phone in my pocket. Told myself I'd hand it in. The coffee shop. Or the newsagent on the way. Someone would come looking for it. These things sorted themselves out. I bought my coffee. The barista spelled my name wrong. Joel instead of Joe. The L added for reasons I'd never understood. I walked to the office. I put the phone on my desk, next to my keyboard, and forgot about it. For 3 hours. It was the date that caught me. Eventually. October 12th. That was 11 days away. I'd been staring at my screen for an hour, trying to draft a response to an email I didn't want to write, and the phone was just sitting there, in my peripheral vision. And at some point, my brain assembled the numbers into something that snagged. October 12th. 11 days. I picked the phone up again. Looked at the timestamp. It still read October 12th, 11:34 p.m. Then I looked more carefully, and I saw something I'd missed. The seconds. There were seconds, in smaller digits, below the main display, and they were moving. Not counting up, counting down. As I watched, they ticked from 47 to 46 to 45. It was a countdown. I sat with that for a moment. Then I thought, well, obviously, someone had set a timer, a countdown to something, an event, a deadline. A reminder. The most boring possible explanation. And almost certainly the right one. Went back to my email. Finished the draft. Sent it. Answered 2 more. Had a meeting about a project I didn't care about with people who didn't care about it either. I went to the kitchen, tried to make tea. No milk. Someone had finished it and not replaced it. That felt like a personal insult. It wasn't until I was on the way home that I thought about it again. What if I just test it? What's the worst that happens? I stopped on the pavement, took the phone out, looked at the countdown. Still there. Still falling. I thought about the smallest thing I could do. Something meaningless. Something with no consequences. I took a step to my left. Just one step. From the middle of the pavement to the edge. Near the wall. Meaningless. Completely meaningless. I looked at the phone. The date was the same. The time was the same. The seconds were still falling. Nothing had changed. I walked home, feeling faintly ridiculous. But the thought stayed with me all night. By morning, it was already there, fully formed. What if the countdown was about me? Not the phone, not the previous owner. Me. I took the phone out, looked at the countdown. 10 days, 14 hours, and falling. I needed to know, for sure. I needed proof. I decided to do something small, something I never do. I skipped breakfast. I never skip breakfast. Same cereal, every morning, for years. I walked out the door without eating. I took the phone out, looked at the screen. The countdown had changed. Not by much, but enough. Minutes. Gone. I stood there, staring at the screen. 3 minutes. Gone. Just like that. I didn't understand it, but I felt it. Something wasn't right. I went back inside, poured the cereal, ate it. Standing over the sink, watching the phone, waiting. Nothing changed. The time didn't go back. It didn't give me the minutes back. I was late for work. I barely noticed. Because now, I couldn't ignore it anymore. This wasn't random. This wasn't a broken phone. This was something else. I needed to know what would happen next. Not later. Now. So I made a decision. I would test it again. Properly. I needed something clearer. Something I could measure. Something I never do. Something that mattered. I stopped walking, turned around, and went back the way I came. I took the phone out, looked at the screen. The numbers had shifted more than before. Not seconds, not even just minutes. More. Too much. I felt it then. Properly. Not just confusion. Not just curiosity. Fear. Real fear. I didn't know what to do. So I did the only thing I could think of. I tried to control it. I slowed down. Every step. Careful. Measured. I avoided crossing the street. Avoided people. Avoided anything unpredictable. I kept everything simple. For a moment, it felt like it was working. The numbers slowed. Not stopping, but slower. Like I had some control, some influence. Then I made a mistake. A small one. I didn't even realize it until I looked down at the screen and everything dropped. Hours. Gone. Not minutes. Hours. Just gone. Like I'd skipped forward without moving. That's when I understood. This wasn't predicting anything. It was reacting. To me. To what I did. To every choice I made. The more I tried to avoid it, the worse it got. Every adjustment, every change, every attempt to stay safe made it closer, faster. So I stopped. Stopped trying. Stopped moving. Stopped thinking. I just stood there, watching the numbers fall. Seconds. That's all that was left. I didn't run. I didn't move. I just watched and waited. And then nothing happened. No impact. No sound. No pain. Just silence. And then the screen went black. When I looked up, the bench was empty. But there was another phone, waiting.